Baby, Shana, you fight in you be artist, oh, by my, or you for your qua, down for concern, baby, Shana, you fight in here come the girl, make me feel like a man. Two are we together and we live in as one. Shut them test and we tell them to rest. Sassy fellas, but I tell them see me and the best. Yes, some mama say, say where you be. Anyway, they go to the free coast, yeah. Any energy da, watching on a yebeda. Down one, see them say, when you be artist, oh, my, why you for your qua, down for concern, baby, Shana, you fight in you be artist, oh, my, why you for your qua, down for concern, come, concern, anytime my MPA, then you be gonna bet you. Tum say yo, my baby, come yo, anytime my MPA, then you be gonna bet you. Tum say yo, and so what no one I'm in so much where do you say me, say what's up, and so what no one I'm in so much
And we can go on all day, all day. So you can imagine what's gonna happen come Friday, December 24th, at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center, at the Maiden Samini Experience Concert. Actually, Nati, do you know something? Look, there was a day I was driving home, right? And it was, I think Iggy was sitting in for Sammy Forsen on Overdrive. And he was playing the song. And you know these DJs, they do something they call chop it. And you know about 30 seconds, but they chop. Uh-huh. And you know, catch your verse. Where the guy chop that thing. Jammy Jai, oh. Jammy Jai, you know. What be those verses? Me pen kit patch me into
right now the freestyle they do I'm free again right now. Right now we pay.
Hi back cry, thank you.
And they say style be on your free bill. We be just the 24th.
Allah.
And then come
that's all. That's it. Let's hold on to that over here. And also say what my dear no quit shit do.
I think production and arrangement of music has changed over the years.
True.
And these days people don't have much time to listen to music like they used to.
Yeah.
So songs used to be 5 minutes long,
Yeah.
4 point something.
Yeah.
These days it's 2 point something, 3 minutes max, maybe 3:15, whatever. But you're pushing it if you do more than 3 minutes.
True.
So these days you do first verse, second verse, and that's pretty much it. It's unless you're featuring someone, then the person gets to do theirs. But all in all, it has to be just around 3 minutes. It's, you know, first, no, so sometimes some of the verses that I featured on come towards the end of the song, and then these days DJs can't play a song for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So,
I understand. You listen to a fella song and it can last a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a song like Obidowa is 9 minutes.
True.
But it's from the slow version
True.
to the reggae version. So
yeah. And then there's this one. There was some songs, I think from CK Man. Ajwa Yankee. Ajwa Yankee is about 17 minutes.
Yeah,
you know.
They can play you jams.
That's where
you forget to say the same song.
Yeah, the part is coming. While we wait for that wonderful verse from Samina to come in, let me tell you about Babs from Enterprise. That's your new contact for insurance, pensions, funeral, and property solutions from the Enterprise Group. Okay, Yanko. Achi! We're gonna have our conversation shortly, but I was telling you about Babs from Enterprise. You can easily chat with Babs on the Enterprise Advantage app, the Enterprise website, and on WhatsApp number 055 400 1924. Now, Babs is a pretty lady, so take the number and have a convo with her. 055 400 1924. Babs is always available and willing to help you find solutions to your big dreams. Come on now. Dream big with Enterprise. Enterprise, that's your advantage. And the multimedia group's classroom project is for the child, that little child who runs home from school when it rains in his village. It is also for that child who risked being killed should their weak school block collapse on them. So you might want to help. Your donation can change a life forever. Give for change. All Momo transactions should go to 059-303-8832. That's Joy FM. Or to the Access Bank account number 009 010 105 4191. That's the Castle Road branch. The branch code is 009 and the Swift code is ABNGGHAC. You may also reach us at our front desk for further enquiries on the number 0302 216 540. Classroom project promoting social justice through philanthropy. Yes, Ghana, she's finally here. She is super. Yes, GoTV Super Package, the freshest, newest, latest member of GoTV packages. Now, GoTV Super Package brings you more than 60 world-class channels all day, every day for the entire family. For the new dads, GoTV Super transforms your home into the best arena in the world with the WWE channel. For the moms, get to explore Aquaba Magic with exciting shows like Dede, I'm inside that one, and Sankofa. Enjoy lots of movies and soaps from Africa Magic Urban. Telenovelas are also there, Rock Channels, Novella Magic, and the Kicks channel. I like that one. Show a lot of Chinese movies. So let your kids laugh and learn with kids channels like Boomerang, Cartoon Network, Disney Junior, and Da Vinci Kids. Cartoon Network, that's where they show us now matches. Make your home the center for exploration on National Geographic. And for some Pan-African style, lifestyle entertainment, tune in to Oni. GoTV Super definitely got you covered. Get your GoTV decoder today at 89 Ghana cedis and top up with 49 Ghana cedis to enjoy all the mind-blowing content on GoTV Super. GoTV, love it. Now, if you're ready, let's get talking with the man, Emmanuel Andrew Samini. You can send your messages on 055 1111997. Okay. Actually,
Sir.
Let's get into our conversation. I mean, of course, everybody knows Samini. Everybody knows Samini is connected to Nana King and all those things. But let's get to understand Samini before Nana King. Who was Samini? Where from? Doing what? How did you find yourself in music? Let's go back to the very, very beginning.
Wow. Well, I must say, like every artist or creative person would tell you, it started off at a very, very early age. Before I could, think of myself as an artist or as a creative person, I was already singing over all my favorite songs, and I was mimicking every favorite move, and all my siblings were like looking at me as that performer at home who would always want to play back something that we've just watched on TV for who wasn't there to see how it went. And I was able to always do it close to even better than whoever I watched. So that's my memory of knowing myself as a creative person. And then Dan Suman played a huge role because DC is like the hub where if you are an artist or a musician, all the inspiration you would need at that time that I was coming up was in DC.
Is that where you were born, in DC?
No, I was born in Adabraka area, and then we grew up around Sankara Interchange.
Okay.
It used to be Sankara Circle.
Yeah, Sankara Circle at the time.
Yeah, it used to be actually be Redemption Circle before Sankara Circle.
Interesting. I
Yes,
didn't know that one.
Okay. You know, I was born in 81. Come on. So yeah.
Wachekakra.
So that's where I grew up. You know, I remember we crossing that road every other day, you know, to go to school at Kanda. And then we moved to Dansuman.
Okay.
I went to GBC Preparatory School.
Yeah.
And then from GBC to Holy Family Catholic School, I was at Matayeko RC JSS. And then from there to St. Margaret Mary Senior High School. Yeah, so I spent most of my high school days, or my entire high school days, in Dansuman. And that's when you're actually doing entertainment and trying to be an artist or whatever. So around me were all the studios. So anytime I wasn't in school, any chance I got to sneak out of school, which I'm not telling anybody to go do, I went directly to the studio to spend my leisure time over there.
How was your time in the studio then? I mean, small boy, how were they treating you? How were they looking at you?
Like a small boy, you know, so you won't get to record. You won't get studio time just like that. You hang out, you get inspired, you get to see the VIPs, you get to see the bookbacks, you get to see the Achiames, you get to see everybody. And then you get to chill with Nana King himself as your boss, you know. So that alone was a big inspiration for me. And man like Sonny Bali played a huge role in that, because right after high school, we were always hanging out at Gold House. So that's where I would hang out, drink a beer or two, and then when there's an instrumental, I would do a freestyle. Whether there's a mic or not, I would just be on top of my voice and be shouting.
Wow.
So hot afternoon, I had drunk beer and I was feeling myself. So I had some nice reggae beats and I was just screaming on top of my voice, just feeling my own huskiness in a way, you know, because around that time I was just developing and discovering my tone. Then Sonny heard me and then tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Come with me." So I walk with him, we cross the road, we go through the Dansuman market, and then I could just tell myself, this guy is taking me to the studio. Because I know Sonny Bali, he comes from G Life, a hip life group that's popular.
Yeah.
And I know he comes from the main house where the studio is. So he says, "Come with me." I follow him. We go there and then he introduces me to Nana King and says, "Yo, here is a lad I just found at the bar, and I think he sounds almost like me, if not just like me. But this guy has something. So if you're looking for me and you can't find me,
Find this
anything I do, this guy can do and probably even do better."
Wow.
So just allow him to come around, and if you have studio time for him, I would be glad, because around that time Sonny was just about leaving the country as well to go back to UK where he used to live.
Yeah.
So I got the chance to now feature on Mary Japon's second album, because he had done the first one.
This was
for her.
Adidede.
He had done Adidede for her. So I got to do Trenobrem.
Yeah,
Trenobrem
Trenobrem,
was meant for Sonny.
Yeah.
Because Sonny had done the first one.
Yeah.
So Sonny told Curtis, who was Mary's manager, Sister Mary's manager.
Yeah.
So now, Sister Mary is what I used to call her, because I just could not find myself
At that level.
any other name for her, because here I was just after high school, chilling with Mary Japan, who had the biggest song, you know. So she, that song was meant for Sonny, but Sonny said, "Yo, if anything that you want me to do and I'm not here, I believe this guy can do, if not better. He can do exactly what you need." So I got called upon. I was just hanging around the studio, and then I was told that here's the gig. So I was like, wow, this is just about to be it.
It's gonna be real.
Yeah, this is just about to be it, because I had just come out of school, and I used to tell my mates, take pictures with me, because if we leave school and you tell someone you were in the class with me, they will tell you you're lying, and you might not have proof, you know. So I used to say these things like prophecies, and before I realized, right after high school, it just started, you know, becoming reality. So now here I was preparing to shoot the video for Mary Japon's single she had done with me, and I needed to braid my hair. And I had my small fro.
When you say needed, were you asked by someone to braid it?
No, I wanted that was my image. I never really liked to cut my hair, so I always kept a fro, mess it up a bit, braid it if you want.
Yeah.
But around this time I had just finished school, and my fro was not as big as I needed it to be able to braid. So these ladies next door had a little salon over there. And here's what they did. Say, I can see you blow with you out, I say. To blow, blow, you know. Omo boba kubia na the spirit espresso. Na ya dry, no. Na intimating yet braid, no.
Yeah.
So that very first braids that I had on, we went through a lot before I got that look. But I needed the image to be right.
Yeah.
So that I come out and stand out the way I wanted to. All these experiences, I think I'm just getting flashbacks, you know. It was just one question and I'm just going and flowing, you know. So I did that video. That video came on TV. And around that time, because my dad wasn't too interested in my music thing, because all my siblings are academics and I'm expected to be one as well. And I try my best to do good in school because I want to impress my dad so I can do my entertainment. So he wasn't interested. So I would not rehearse when he's around. So he hadn't even heard me
you before
sing. He doesn't know my tone. So when I got the memoir that the video was coming on, that was, I think it was Gold Blast or one of those shows where Isopele used to host.
Yeah.
I told the whole family. We all sat down around 7:30 p.m. My dad was back from work. Everybody knew that, okay, Koima said ne video be back and I was on be in and
is that what they used to call you? Koima?
Koima, yeah. Then the video came on. So when my part came and my verse came, my dad looked at me and shook his head and go like, "Is that your voice?" I was like, "Yes." It's like, okay, nice. So from that day, now I could also ask him for transport for studio.
Exactly.
Because that was nothing, that was no communication at all between me and my dad when it comes to, I'm going to studio. No.
It couldn't even come
about it.
You dare not.
But when he saw the potential, he jumped on board before I actually blew.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. What language were you people speaking at home?
At home, it used to be a lot of Dagari, if you prefer me to say that.
Okay.
And then a lot of Tree, if my parents are not around or are not listening.
You and your siblings, you speak
Me and my
Tree.
siblings,
Why?
a lot of Tree. I mean, Tree is big across the whole country, and I think it's big in Accra. Even if not the same as Ga, it's quite big in Accra. So every urban area, you would find people speaking Tree with each other. So the area we grew up in, I think Tree was what we were speaking.
Where you were
And I also learned some Ewe because I used to live next door to Auntie Mercy, who used to take care of us when my mom went to sell Pito.
Okay.
And then my mom would also take care of Doche and Akoli Dems when Auntie Mercy went to sell.
Okay.
So they speak a little Dagati, we speak a little Ewe.
So you still have the ever?
Yeah, Mesevegbe.
Ewo.
Meduje.
Devia, yeah.
Devia Onka.
Ewo.
Devia Onka. I'm a
Eh,
sham and yabedi, Ewo, Mesevegbo.
Mesa who?
Ewo Mesevegbo. Okata Onya.
Eh?
I tell you, say your listeners all know, say you know the speaker. Yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody speaks ever.
Yeah.
That's new.
Decently fluent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me bring in my studio guest. Sadiq Abdullah Abu, the CEO of 3 Music Networks, is here. Uncle Kennedy, a legendary broadcaster, host of Ken's Music Mix and Jazz on Joy, also right here. Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, George.
Uncle Ken, I didn't expect you today. I thought you'd be on the mountains. I hear there's a big funeral there happening this weekend.
I came up from the mountains.
Oh dear. Okay.
Why,
Akwaba.
is he supposed to be our resident funeral ambassador?
Oh, he's chairman up there. Charlie.
Because I wanted to meet Samini.
Oh, and that's sweet. You missed the show last night.
Yes, I told you.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I had to come today just to pay respects to
Oh.
the legend.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
you very much, sir.
That's good.
And
my
I want to just listen to his story.
Yeah. The story will continue. But what is it you're wearing?
Me,
Yes.
What kind of question be that?
I am dressed from head to toe. So if you ask
No,
what
at
is
the
it
top,
you
at the
are
top, the
wearing-
one on your head.
Now you're being specific.
Yes. What is that?
That is a Liverpool cap. Liverpool Football Club cap.
But why are you wearing a Liverpool cap in
Why?
the Joy FM studio? We are doing radio show.
Why are you wearing,
why
why are
your
you
man
wearing
is-
what you are wearing?
But did you win your game today?
Please, let's move forward.
you win your game today?
How are you?
I'm good, George.
Yeah, how's 3 Music doing?
Oh, yeah, it's going well.
Yeah, you're doing well?
Yeah, it's doing
And I
well.
hear you're doing Wildland.
Yeah, Wonderland Festival.
Wow, you think we all belong to the zoo?
You know,
He's doing plenty things. Oh.
Yes.
He was playing golf last week.
And the golf today, all don't know how to play. You see that? You
But I
realize
know how
this,
to play.
oh, mas I saw you hold that, and that you know, be so did you
No,
hold
you didn't
themselves.
see me play. There's no picture of
Baba
me.
is very occupied these days. So he's behaving like a gentleman.
No social media troubles.
my agency produced a golf event for a client recently, and while in the court, one of the people who came to play, I watch it. Nasa golf jay watching. People don't respect you.
That was a
No,
very
they for start
interesting
make some of the sticks for you.
For which people?
one. We'll get some for you.
IGP is listening.
George, you know the story about golf?
No, I don't.
From the story about football through tennis to golf?
Do we have enough time?
It's not a long story, it's a very short story.
Okay.
Why the golf ball is small.
Okay, tell us.
Another time.
Another time. Okay. Great. Let's come back to Samini. Yeah.
Yes,
Good. Okay, so now they had played your first video on television. The old man had bought into the craft and everything. Things are looking good. When did you have that break? Which was the song that introduced Samini to the world? Yes, Akwanini.
that would be Linda. Yeah, my first single.
Yeah.
After I had done all the features and I had done Trinity with Kokoveli and KK Fusu. We did that for almost 2.5 years. We actually came across like a group. So there came a point where I needed to coil back in my shell and, create my own album, because I was coming across as a featured artist who features on everybody's song. So it looked like I wasn't going to do my own project. Some also said, I don't think he would be good standing alone. I don't think he would be good doing his own solo project because he just does well on people's songs. So I thought it's just about time, coil back and then do mine. Most of the songs I had written sketches of. I had, my own songs. But I saw featuring on people's songs as an opportunity to get heard because I didn't have an executive producer. I didn't have a management. I didn't have anybody really. All I had was my voice. And right after the Marriage Upon chance, people were looking for me for that tone. So I thought, okay, you will do a song, you will shoot a video, I will come on your TV and I'll be shouting and people will hear me too. So end of the day, it's a win-win. So I did all of those. Then the pressure came for my own album. And that's what pushed me to go in studio. Nana King actually traveled, stayed away for almost a year. So it was myself, Kwame G, Kofi Opon Mensah, that's Opomiasis, Akoko AK, Nanawachi. That was us in the house. And so Nana King had left the studio for us and he says, record demos. Ogabi was there in the house with me. Yeah. Record demos, record sketches. So when I come back, I see what I can work with. So we recorded plenty songs, one of which was Linda. So when Nana King came back and we played through the sketches and he heard that one, he's like, that's the ish. As in choosing my words, right? You know what Nana King would have said.
Exactly.
So yeah. So he's like, that's it.
That's it.
He chose that one. He said, no, this song needs to go right away. Wow. So we need to start getting serious. Then luckily, someone comes to Ashanti International to record with an artist called Amingo. And they needed me to feature on the song. I did the feature, we did the video. Then Nana King pulls the investor aside and tells him, yes, I see you're doing your thing. I see you're pushing this young guy coming up. But if you really want to do business, I have a product that's ready to go.
Exactly.
This guy standing here, Batman, his album is ready. We have all the songs, and all we need now is someone to come on board, do his videos, put it out there, and then it's a done deal. And Alex saw an opportunity. He jumped on it, and then he did Lexify Productions, signed me for a 5-year contract, which we did 2 albums. So after my deal with Lexify Productions is when I did Samini Music, and I've been independent since.
So when Linda hit the airwaves, how did you feel? And everybody jumped onto it. It was an instant hit. How did you feel?
It was a relief to finally have something that's purely you, 100% you, yours, and it's being celebrated like the other hits that you worked on. So because the challenge was that I couldn't stand on my own. We were in the UK around 2004 for some shows, some independent shows, and while there, I think we only had about 2 weeks visas. So while there, I mean, young guy, I just come out of high school a few years ago. I'm looking for any opportunity, and as a typical Dansuman boy, I'm looking for any opportunity to fly. You know, so once I have gotten the opportunity and I have flown, I was now contemplating: do I stay, run things, find some pound, and go take care of mommy, or do I chop the 2 weeks and go back to Accra and hope and pray? So I was there contemplating, and then Sonny Bali told me, "Yo, listen, Ima, after everything, ubeko feel."
That's right.
Me, you know, I had me free.
Yeah.
And I'm back Ghana and I'm back. I had no. Yeah, me like, oh no, chewa hide when you bear from Onye stab you. To we were Juma Kofi. This is the same Sonny that introduced me to Nana King and left.
Yeah.
And now I had come to London as a big act doing shows. And he's like, when you finish your shows, go back.
Yeah.
So thinking of that decision, then a call comes in that Abeku Santana is playing your song Linda. The track had leaked. I don't know how it leaked. I'm suspecting Nana King gave it to Abeku. But that's another story he has to admit to. But the song was on radio. And Ajikot around that time, he was handling Bookback and the rest of them. And then he had Kokovelli's Zaza CD rights. So he calls Kokovelli and tells him, "Hey, Batman, no, when you find two phone so." Me phone no say, "Hey, unyum no na Abeku Santana airborne wa hanu basa na aba out na miss you nyum no kwade me nim say obi no say any a hit why ya na bra Ghana na you head e be. So I was even under the impression that Ajikos would take the project, but end of the day it happened for Lexify Productions, who I am always grateful to have met. He's a fine gentleman I'm still highly in contact with. Yeah, he was meant to be at the launch yesterday, but he was in Kumasi, so he couldn't make it. Big up yourself, Alex, wherever you are.
For the 1990s born and the 2000s born who do not know the song we are talking about, get your dancing shoes on. Let's do Linda. And that's one of the biggest, I mean, when we say biggest hits ever in the history of Ghanaian music. Still one of the biggest hip life songs ever made. Or is it High Life? What was Linda? Was it hip life or High Life?
You see, I termed my style African dancehall.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do my flavor, but with the local language.
Yeah.
So this would be an African dancehall
song.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're streaming live on all Joy platforms. Just go to Facebook, look for Joy99.7, hashtag is Showbiz A to Z, and we are tweeting as well. Send your tweets to a Joy99.7, hashtag Showbiz A to Z. I'll read them right here on the show.
George.
Yeah, Alaji.
Some of my generation people who treat girls with this song have already started sending me messages in those days. And again, we also had our dem days.
Oh, of course you did.
Before the blonde days.
Interesting. This one says Samini's verse on that R2B song and on Jacket remix. Samini's history can never be erased and altered.
Jacket remix.
Jacket remix.
And that one to be the last verse. I did like 8 minutes away.
No. But and it's worth waiting for. You know, if you know that song, it's really worth. And then also Rasta. Classic. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Yeah, man.
So what happened after Linda?
Linda. I did Linda, and then I did Konkontiba with Obo in the same year.
Yeah.
And Konkontiba happened to surpass Linda for the Song of the Year. So I kind of shot myself in the foot for doing too many features. So I thought, okay, it's about time I, chill on the featuring stuff and concentrate on releasing more content that's mine.
This was 2005.
2000,
the Ghana Music Awards.
Yeah, 2005 Ghana Music Awards.
How did you feel when you lost to Konkontiba?
I felt really, really down, and I didn't think it was a big deal for a young man to say the weather is nice, come indoors, and if you say pine, I believe you've been constructive enough.
Yeah.
And you're not as vulgar. But hey, it was said that Konkontiba was a better song or a less vulgar song because both songs went under scrutiny for we just going a bit overboard. So that shaped me to think of my lyrics and be more responsible. And then around that time, I had had my first daughter. I had had my first child. So I was thinking different. I was being responsible with my lyrics so that in case my child grows up and asks me questions, I should be able to answer as a responsible person. So if you want to be saying certain things in music, you should say it such that she will grow before she clocks it. So then that inspired Odo. And that whole album, the Samini album, which had all the, mature songs on the African Lady, Odo, Samini itself, and then, Sexy with featuring Chana, and all of those. Because I had gone through that thing with Ghana Music Awards, and I wanted to come back a finer and cleaner artist in terms of content and come for some awards because I was fit to get everything, but for my utterances and my, my lyrics that were seen as bad. And then a year down the line, I come back to Ghana Music Awards to perform the same song, Pine, for them as a booked artist. And I got paid to play the song that I didn't get the award for. But hey, we move. We move.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So let us move on from there to moving on from Nana King Ashanti International into High Grade Family.
Yeah.
What was that transition? Why did you even decide to make that move and get your own label?
I had learned the ropes. I mean, Ashanti International had trained me well, and Nana King had always made me understand that independent is the way to go. And this was before all of these buzz now about like just being independent. This was before Facebook, this was before Instagram, before social media. Nana King had already, prepared my mind for independent before we even met someone that would invest in me. So I was just waiting to finish a nice phase with Lexify Productions, wrap up nice, and then do Samini Music. So Samini Music is what I started, and then I started putting that in most of my intros. So then if you realize a certain phase, you would always hear Samini Music for the intro of a song. If you hear When My Baby Day, Sweet Mistake, and all of those songs, you would hear Samini Music. I was trying to loud that for people to know that I am now an independent artist with my own label. So Samini Music is what I did, and then when I decided to sign other artists, I launched High Grade Family. So Samini Music is meant for Samini, the artist, and then High Grade Family did the signees. But then it started off from Samini Music because, of course, Stonebwoy was signed to Samini Music and not High Grade Family.
You mentioned Stonebwoy. Let's go there. Was he your first signee?
That was my first official signee.
And what was the working relationship like? What works did you churn out and all those?
It was a great experience, because it started off from a soft spot, really. I had met a lad that had all it took to blow, and excuse me to say, we all know he was limping. He
At
had
the
one
time,
stiff
yeah.
knee.
Yeah.
So
How
and
did
he
you
was
meet
young.
him? Let's go back.
He
How
was
did
brought
you,
to me. He was brought to me backstage by my dancers. I think he had moved to them and told them that he wants to
meet
the
you.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was brought backstage. We met, we vibed, and then from then, he said that he lives in Ashaiman, and because of his bad leg, his dad does not like it when he goes and doesn't come.
doesn't come back.
But he would like to come hang out in Dansuman with us. But it would only take me to come home so family can believe he actually comes to me and he knows me. So I drove all the way to Ashaiman, went home, met mom, may her soul rest in peace, met dad, met all the siblings, we vibed. And then I told them that if he's not here, he's in Dansuman, he's at Mines. Yeah, so he came, lived in Dansuman for, years, really. He grew up with Martin, my backbone, Mary, mom and dad were in the house with him like their son, really. So
Nice.
our connection comes from, like I said earlier on, a soft spot. I took him like a brother. And the talent was amazing. I knew that he had a tone that was just about developing. When I heard him sing, I knew that when I'm listening to this guy 5 years from now, he would be sounding even better and fresher, because this is something that's just about to explode. So I spoke to JMJ, a few other people. We tried to gather all resources and make sure that that boy comes out. I mean, you can't clamp him down. You have to free him when he is able to fend for himself, which is the whole idea here. So the moment he landed, took off, and everybody embraced him, I thought we had finished our part. So Beam Nation was launched and is one of the forces to reckon with today. And I'm a proud, I'm a proud
Big brother.
big brother. Yeah.
So you guys parted ways on an amicable note. There was no problem whatsoever.
Well, I would say it was amicable professionally, yeah, because I would not go into the nitty-gritties of why we parted ways and how and what influenced. Yes, but it
So
came a point
in other
where,
words, there were problems, but you don't want to say them.
well, yes, there was internal problems. I believe he had internal problems with, a few issues here and there. So I personally have an encounter that happened that maybe one day if he wants to talk about it or tell Ghanaians what he did, he would. But that was the breaking point for me as a bigger brother who was observing and felt a certain way when a certain move was made. So we had to part ways nicely so that we can always be, in a good relationship.
Are you in a good relationship?
I can honestly say on Joy FM that I'm too old to sit here and lie or throw dust in people's eyes or fake. Me and my younger brother aren't as nice as we used to be or as I used to know him because of certain occurrences that I did not expect during or along the line in our careers when he had become independent and I was also still A-list and still am A-list.
What's it going to take to get things back to where it was?
Oh, I think it's maturity and acceptance and more of I believe that when you get the chance to forgive people, you take advantage of that because you have offended people, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly, that you might never get the chance to apologize to them or more so get them to accept your apology. So you have your own things that you have to be worried about, whether you're being judged or not. So when you get the chance to let go of something, let go so the freedom for both you and the one that offended you will manifest, because now you love someone so much. You love you love a friend like a brother. They offend you. Now, anytime you think about them, your heart beats different. Anytime you think about them, you sweat different. You're angry. You are in bondage, and they are in bondage for knowing that they've offended you, and now you're angry. So they anytime they think about you, their heart also beat different, because until they're able to get to explain why and how they did that and what influenced that and get to tell you they are sorry, for you to also say, cool, there is that that tension, and it goes both ways. So when you are able to let go and forgive, that is you maybe giving yourself a chance for someone that you've offended, that you don't even know are still holding grudges, to maybe one day just let go. So that's why I would let go. So I don't have any grudge against my younger brother. He has tried to move to me for us to, catch a vibe, quickly, because we've not really had the time to sit down. But he keeps saying, I'll come home.
So he's made a move to make things right.
Of course. That's why I'm saying
That's good.
Yeah, we're not as close, but
the-
we're not enemies, because I believe that when someone realizes that there's some sort of miscommunication or something has been misconstrued and they want to address it,
And make it right.
is better. It's a halfway solved problem than someone saying you can go to hell, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because there are typical instances. If you look at Asase Clash was about to happen. I was in Canada minding my business on lockdown as a dancehall artist, and as a A-list dancehall artist for that matter. If you see an opportunity and you know how to bite into it, you will be a part of the trends.
Definitely.
So I heard from grapevine that there was going to be a clash. So I tweet first. My tweet influenced Asase to drop the artwork for that clash. I tweet first. I hear about a clash that's going to happen, but I think it's a mismatch, because this is not how it started. And everybody in Ghana here that wants to maybe argue that fact can argue with themselves, because we were here when Bandana decided to call me out and pick on me.
Yeah.
And we were here when he went on UTV to go sit and say, I did all that because I wanted to be big.
Yeah.
And I wanted to whatever. So something like that could inform me saying, if you're trying to match that person that used to pick on me, that we've not finished this.
You figured that would have been the
with my
perfect
signee,
opportunity to kill
then-
it.
Yeah, so I figured, yes, but then I knew that the clash would happen anyway.
Yeah.
But I knew what to say to Trend.
Yeah.
To say, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah.
To say, it be me and Wale for box.
Yeah.
No be Wale and my small boy.
Yeah.
So basically it. And then I don't know how he took that, but when he went on the interview with Shawnee B, and Shawnee B asked him, what's up with Samini? They asked both of them. So Bandana throws it to him and says, if it's Stoneboy in father, if he ain't go fit talk. Then Stoneboy goes, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. When we needed him to support, those times when we needed him to back, really back. He was speaking it in patois. I don't want to speak that here. But he said whatever he could say to make me look like a laughing stock and a desperate guy crying for attention in some corner. When you know that what I said was fact in the first place, that is a mismatch. And then secondly, you know that during the gunshot issue, during the gun issue at the music awards, VGM,
yeah.
you know what message you sent me the next morning, and you know what response you know what happened. Apart from that incident, different other incidents, like when something happens and it's about to go down and he knows that everybody's going to be at him, he has a way of linking me on a message, and I have a way of telling him, cool down, maybe don't talk too much on radio, maybe do this, maybe do that. So if I know that me and you have that rapport, and I hear you on radio say that when you need me, I'm not there, it hurts. It makes me sit and break down. Like, is he saying that to just keep the thing going? Or is he saying that because now I don't know what's happening, but it looks like if I am part of the thing, then he doesn't look as prominent in the room anymore, because I didn't get that response. I let that slide. Yeah? Then the main clash itself happens. Then you're on stage. Then Wale goes to select one of my songs. Then you take the mic and go like, if you're going to select a song, you're going to select a song from a father who sold his son out, from a godfather who has sold out. How did I sell out Stone Boy if Ghana can answer me? You see, those were the things that hurt me, because I don't know how or where or when I sold out Stone Boy. if you have done that interview with Shawnee B and you know you have messages with me that I am always there for you. I have done radio interviews based on what you've told me. I would message a radio DJ and tell him, put me on your show tomorrow morning. I want to talk about my guy's thing. Based on what message you've sent me, low-key backdoor. Say, I beg, if you no say nothing, it's not looking good. So someone like that, if you go back on air and go and say, I no day for you, thinking I don't have a mouth to come say anything. One fine day, I'll sit on Joy and I'll also get emotional and I'll probably spill a bit of it like I'm spilling now. But that's just me giving you the inside of what pained me and how it made him know when he heard that from other people as well, what pained me. Then he reached out to let me know, say, I know say something to bore you, I know say something pain you, but it's not entirely like that. There's a few things around it that I would like to explain to you personally so you know, say, but you know the politics of our game, but you know that this, but you know that. And I'm like, don't worry about it. It's easy. It's easy. But then I know that forum is there for us to sit down. And like I said, I'm not going to hold grudges because I also have people that I would want to forgive me for things I've done.
You've done.
Yeah, so it's love still.
So now there's a way to resolve it, and he's reached out, like you said.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So Stoneboy is performing on the 24th?
That's if he is in
Available.
Accra.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe he will be there. I've been to BIM concerts different times.
Yeah.
Sometimes I surprise him. Sometimes he tells me about it and stuff. So if he's here, I know I'll see him.
So it's all love. You're not holding anything against our brother?
No. It's all love. It's all love.
Then there's no need to even sit. Everything is solved.
Yeah. I mean, that's
cool.
why I see it as there's no really need to sit unless the time comes because everybody is busy.
And I am happy that you've been able to speak about it because psychologists will tell you when you have something inside you, if you're able to speak about it, then you can let it go.
Because the
You can
fans
move
don't
on.
know these. The
Yeah.
fans don't know these. I have BIM Nation fans who will have the guts to write on the internet to insult me.
Yeah.
And call me names and tell me I'm an old artist who should stop.
Yeah.
Just get off the stage and leave it for Stoneboy. You are envious of Stoneboy because you don't know what happened and what they pain me.
You know what I think the fans need? A collabo, Samini Stoneboy. How soon?
I mean, it should happen, but I don't know how soon.
I think we should make it out.
Yeah.
How
It
soon will
should
it go
happen.
studio?
It should happen.
Yeah, Stoneboy Samini in the studio. I think it should happen.
Yeah, maybe I catch all my.
How many songs
signees.
do you guys have together so far?
Stoneboy, I think we have two songs together, but both songs I did for his album.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
did Climax for his album,
Climax,
and
and
then
then
the other one Agro
Yeah.
for his album.
Yeah.
But we don't have a recent banger. I think something like that. Yeah.
What inspired a song like Jaishi?
Say we are na with your boom na maswayesh. And I can't yeah me fem say into no me you fear them now the ya we be ahwemu na ye no o de wasem fra man for asem wa so be shi. Nti say we are no ma say me the abobom na ma betina studio na me try me boga amba intimate me uncle water fish uncle deep and kuni nkumano but now my fat level na me train me boga so now almost say Nana came to left say they go down so studio make free make account make we record
And you ended up recording.
I'll go with that beat to replay.
Oh, but do you have Jaishi there?
I say
No, we don't have Jaishi. Yeah, the producer doesn't want me to play Jaishi. He's afraid IGP will come.
IGP will come.
He's afraid IGP will come. What we have, for those of you that think there is no song featuring Samini and Stoneboy, well, take a listen to this. Let's go.
Stone Boy and Samini, high grade elevated. Yo, Mr. Joy's A to Z. We make them rise to the climax, up to the energy. City girls wanna dance to we melody.
It's Showbiz A to Z.
We are go party wide, up to the climax, up to the energy. Wanna dance, then we got the remedy. Them can't hold we down. We are go party wide. Smart banana, badadum, enumini, enumutwasu, emanu the best to adonko. Smart banana, badadum, enumutwasu, enumini, emanu the best to adonko.
We run the whole city, cause we are atta. You come like ice, we no matter. We made the girl them scream. Everywhere we go, them see we in a them dream. Cause we am the father. Sasami they go harder. We no care, we no bother. We cross every border. With melody and swag at the party. Depends on Ocean Valley. African girls, them a yearn. Them want the sweet mistakes, so we push up the tempo. See the way the whole of them a chase. We no want no rats raise them.
The station is Joy99.7 FM. It's Showbiz A To Z. I see all your messages. Keep them coming on 055 1111997.
Number one best of all time.
We are also online.
On the mic, never stop.
You can go to Twitter.
Anytime I
We're tweeting at Joy99.7 hashtag Showbiz A To Z.
one sound, wow, make you bounce, make you
Good news.
I got
There is no beef.
it down.
Everything is peace.
You know when and
Between Samini and Stoneboy, it's all well and good.
Almighty I take I and I through. So Babylon I try, so me now watch them. To 2G's one up until they told the show.
This one from Original Sly on Twitter says, you see the history between Samini and Stoneboy? That's why I don't like it when they quarrel on social media. Brothers from another mother. You solve issues home, you don't make it public knowledge. Regardless of who did what, it is the closest that will step on your toes.
The whole play down.
That's it.
Doing this from you know when, and I've been running this block from way back then. Almighty I take I and I
Keep them coming in.
try, so me now watch them.
Shows until 6. Let me bring my panel members into the conversation before we get back to the man Samini. Uncle Ken,
Yes, George.
you've been listening
Yes,
to the
I was
story.
getting a bit worried where the trajectory of the conversation
Okay.
when it got to the Stone Boy date.
I am happy there's
Yeah, yeah,
peace.
yeah.
Like
Yes. Yeah.
Very, very emotive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was deep.
Exactly. But the maturity has been shown
Yeah.
by both sides.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe what I'm hearing from Samini, because you can tell that even though this has been the case, there's mutual respect between the two guys.
Very true.
From when this thing happened till now,
Yeah.
there has been the evidence of mutual respect between the two artists.
Yeah.
And because of the grounding that they got, especially with Samini, the home he comes from, and the ethics that were instilled in him.
Yeah.
You can tell he's not the type that would want to cause trouble.
Yeah.
You know, and it shows in the music they produce. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, listening to Samini over the period, I mean, wow. The you know, the music has just been good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you played a track that I hadn't heard before you started the conversation with him.
Picture with Ifya, it's the new one.
No.
Oh, not that one. Okay.
Not that. The track you played just before his collabo with Obo.
Oh, was it Yempie with Baktai?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice
Yempie.
track.
Yeah. Yempie is solid.
I love
Yeah.
I love
Very
the
old
Yeah.
song.
Yempie is a
the
very old
ingredients
one.
in that
Yes.
track.
Yempie is solid.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I really love. I hadn't
was
heard that
JQ.
before.
Yeah.
JQ
That was
produced
JQ.
that.
Yeah. Yempie is
Very
classic.
nice.
It's one of my
Ve- ve-
favorites.
Very
Yeah.
nice. I
Yeah.
just hope that, like you asked,
Yeah.
it will be beautiful for Stone to attend the 40th
Yeah.
concert.
Yeah. The 24th.
The 24th,
Yeah.
on the 24th.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then them come together to give us something else, apart from what they've done before. I just wish them well, because they're two great artists.
Very, very talented. Very, very. And I think between the two of them, we can take over the world.
Yeah.
We can take
Yeah.
over the world. So I mean, I'm also looking forward to it. And I know Stoneboy is very reasonable as well, and he loves his big brother.
The bloggers
so-
should spare us
Exactly.
certain headlines.
You know,
after
I
this
know, right?
conversation.
I look at me, I don't
That
like
would
you.
happen.
Look, Sadiq, me, I don't like you. Knowing Samina,
That
for
would
all you know, they plan them. They are just taking us on some whimsical. Oh, these people.
But how did they plan it? How did they plan it? It was you. It was you who posed the question. So
No,
you
no.
were part of the plan.
If it did happen.
If it did happen, you were part of the
It was
plan.
not.
Uncle Ken.
No, but
Because it was
George,
you who led him on that tangent.
Uncle
But
Ken.
George,
Yes.
I
Yes,
honestly
Sadiq.
do not think that. I was just listening. I was looking at him
Yeah.
and paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And from the way you're speaking, it seemed like a very emotive thing.
Yeah.
that you're
Yeah,
talking
it was
about.
very
And
emotional.
Yeah.
so at that point, I doubt if anybody would say that this was a planned thing.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't want to go into that, but I see that Samini was talking about some of the reactions from fans, Stoneboy's fans.
Yeah.
I take it to mean that when they go on that tangent, it gets to you. It does, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does.
Now, a cursory look when you sit back, you would also observe that there's been equal attacks, sometimes unsolicited from your fans, including people that are very close
Yep.
to you on
Yep.
Stoneboy.
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't like to see that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
What do you do often when you see these things, or when your mind is prompted to these things?
If I am if I have a personal relation with whoever is doing such a post, I tell you to quickly take it down.
Nice.
And they do. Quick. If I don't know you personally, then it's just a bad day because I don't want to go and respond to you and then me and you be having back and forth with it. So I just leave it at that. There are fans there are Beam Nation fans who don't even know that he was once signed to High Grade or Samini Music.
The very, very young one.
Yes, the very
His
young one.
history.
Who would not understand what is going on and then would just have a conclusion that why is this old guy trying to disturb our guy? You know, so they don't know. So someone like that can just tweet any insult at you, saying, "Old man, you're always whatever. Old man, you're always whatever." But then the same people who play Jay-Z's single when it comes.
Do you think the
and
basis
Jay-Z
of
is
the
older than me?
Do you think the basis of the problems that you're having with Stonebwoy is as a result of extreme fanatism that I might probably gotten out of hand? Do you think the fans got in the way, mixed a lot of things, created issues that everybody...
No. It's to me because it happened to me and it was something I was feeling personally disappointed in a younger brother because I expected him to move a certain way in my favor for what I called for as a mismatch.
Yeah.
You can say you don't want to comment or you can say with all due respect, I think my daddy has a point. I think my brother has a point because they have an unfinished business too, which you know as facts. You can't tell me and Wale don't have unfinished business. If we want to start right now and say 6 months time, we go finish them for stadium. 6 months time, we go finish them for stadium. Fool.
Do you think if you had reached out to Stonebwoy to tell him that you're going to chime in on the issues and stick a claim to it, that would have probably lessened the kind of reaction that he got?
Say to reach
Because
out.
you know, you talk about how you've got rapport with him, and in some instances, you would feel that on the basis of the rapport that you have,
Listen
it's
to,
gonna come out but
listen to,
you
listen
equally could
to,
have
listen
done
to a
that, so.
deep part of the thing. After my tweet, the next day, I sent a message to my younger brother to tell him, say, here is what I've done for the Clash show.
Yeah.
So you go see some action.
It
you
will
go
pick
on.
up soon.
If you see, I'm just no say, here's what I've done.
Okay.
You know, this was before the Shawnee B interview. Right, so you see why the
So I
Shawnee B
understand.
interview rubbed
So for
me
you,
off
it was
the wrong
all
way.
something that could have been staged, that
yes.
could have been managed better. I think we should
Yes.
move forward. At least the good news is that the
Yes.
two of you have, both,
Yes.
you know, and
Yeah.
there's a
You
sort
know.
of resolution. I think we should move forward. That's the most important thing.
You know, like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said when
Yeah.
he moved to try talk to me
Yeah.
in a very brief way.
Yeah.
That quote, we all know the politics of
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That could influence any move
Any
you would
move you
make,
would- yeah.
just so that your thing can trend the way you
Yeah,
want it.
Exactly.
So
it makes
maybe
sense.
he did not expect something to get to me like how it is.
Exactly.
But you see, like you said, sometimes the fans are also a part of it because the moment something is put out there as
Yeah.
as what the notion is,
Yeah.
fans have a way of writing other.
And then it blows it out.
Yeah,
Because
it
for all
just
you know, he
makes
was
you-
also just leveraging on the message you
Yes,
sent him.
exactly.
Oh, okay, Charlie, Samini go this, then make her go this way, then
make
let's
it
Because
all
all
trend.
the more reason why I ask
you know,
that
so
is
I
that
think,
I,
yeah.
sometimes I sit back and I see how they go at each other.
Yeah.
And in the ways they go at each other, sometimes it can get totally extreme, including people that are supposed to be working with the teams,
Yeah.
with the two talents.
Yeah.
You know, and so when it happens this way, and it coming from people that are supposed to be closer, it could get in. And sometimes when you talk to Team Stonebwoy as well, you kind of get the impression that the basis of the kind of, I'm sure one day Stonebwoy will probably talk, the basis of kind of the reactions that he gets is that when these things is coming, he would take it as energy that's coming from Samini, because some of these people are not fanatics. There are people that are actually have grown from fans to actually become team members, and vice versa.
I think that won't happen
so, but,
in
I mean,
every
I'm
every
sure that,
space.
I mean,
So
going
the
forward,
most
they should be
the
able
most
to find
important
the-
thing for me is that the
common
solution,
ground
the
and then just
resolution.
move on now.
This one says Samini is such an intelligent and cool musician. Much respect. It's coming in from the big boss himself, Mr. George Anda. Good
Yes,
to know
sir.
you tuned in, bro.
Yes, sir.
Good to know you tuned in, big bro. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, and this one says, one of my all-time favorite artists, Samini. Much love and respect. That one is coming in from Adel. And yeah, you can keep your messages coming in. Let me see. This one says, hey, I'm really shocked to hear Samini speak ever. Guy, you do all what? No wonder you were able to coach. Okay, I did send that one in from Nungwa Barrier. And then this one says, Good afternoon, Mr. George Quay. Please tell Mighty Dagati Samini that the Apia family love him so much, especially my mom, who's 72 years.
Mommy.
She said she loves the way he sometimes laughs in some of his songs from Edmond Curtis Apia inside Mataheku. Boy,
Mommy.
yeah, that's it. GQ, tell DJ Obete that he has done all. Why? Save the Linda song by Samini. Papasi. Papasi from April sent that one in. Charlie, as for the Linda song, Massa, too much. Okay, this one says, I'm enjoying the program. Showbiz A to Z all the way. Barbara from Newtown. We'll see if at some point we can even open the phone lines. Hi, gentlemen. I salute you every week for coming our way with great shows. By the way, kindly ask Samini to explain to us the source and the reason for Vatman, Saba from Darfur at Didome in the North Tong district. Vatman. She wrote VAT, VAT. It is not VAT, it is Bat.
It was one of the dumbest names I ever chose as a kid coming up. It was just one of the dumbest names, But around that time, we were taking comic names and then just using them. Like Yogi Dogi comes from the Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
Right. So I just thought Batman, the comic, whatever. But then BAT, I coiled it to make it best of all times.
Then it wasn't dumb.
All of that, it's just too much work. All of that was just
Is it
too
true you
much
changed
work.
it because the Batman gave a certain connotation in Patois?
Sadiq, hold on one. Before you answer
Apart
that,
from that.
don't answer yet. Let me just sign off quickly on TV. And thank you very much to those of us who joined us on Joy Prime Television. Musika na sawa. It's just a joke. Show continues next week, but you can still listen on Joy99.7 FM and online at myjoyonline.com. You can watch us live on Facebook as well. Show continues all the way till 6 p.m. We're having a beautiful conversation with the man, Samini.
Yes, sir. So I had to change the name first of all because the Batman brand existed way before I came.
Exactly.
And there's no way I could have another Batman brand that would survive under that big umbrella. So a typical situation happens when I get to London and I'm introduced to this kid as my big fan who knows me as Batman. But funny enough, the kid also thinks I'm Batman, the one that flies. Yeah. So after everything, she just whispers to my ear, "Can you fly?" And then I just thought, this is gonna be difficult. If I'm gonna have kids grow up and get disappointed that I wasn't the one that was flying, that would be hard. So I said, let me change my name. I want to have nursery kids call me Samini before they grow up. So I came back to Ghana, and then 2006 I launched the Samini album as my, rebranding journey.
The journey. We'll come back.
The Patois angle.
Which one? The Patois.
Yeah, at a certain point in time, when you say in Patois, you say somebody's a Bati. Was that the reason?
Oh, that one.
That could also be one of the reasons, because then if you're doing dancehall and you're going to be using the jargon,
stuff,
then you have to know that if your name sounds closest to any jargon that can be used to disrespect
negatively,
you might end up getting that all the time. So I said, let me just be called by my name so I can respond and know you're talking to me.
Interesting. We're going to take our last break for this show. It's just about 5 o'clock. When we come back, we are going to go a little deeper into Samini. They hear girls, they love him. I hear the gimper there when he parks. The girls stop breathing because Samini has arrived. But I get spy for your class now. I've been watching.
Your spy be girl or your spy be girl or
you be teacher.
Nobody says know about any class, but
some are born lucky, some are born happy, some are born rich, some are born cool, some are born confident. But Charlie, nobody was born like you. Just be yourself, do what you love to do, and you could win big in the MTN Pause and Chill promo. Just text, browse, and score points to win cash, brand new mobile phones, airports, shopping vouchers, and more. Use the Pulse app or dial *567# to mash up and get more promo points to win these amazing rewards. Terms and conditions apply. Go be yourself everywhere you go.
You don't have to wait in a queue to watch a movie. You stream at home. You don't have to fight the crowds. You buy exactly what you want online and get it delivered to your doorstep. What you want comes to you when you want. It's time your banking did the same. Meet Abby, your 24/7 digital personal banker from ABSA, here to do your banking for you. Abby's a fast learner. The more you chat, the better your banking experience gets. So, if you're an ABSA customer, whether it's making enquiries, paying a friend, buying airtime, or checking your balance, just ask Abby to do it for you. Add Abby on WhatsApp 050-164-4644. Bank safely with Abby on WhatsApp. Another digital innovation that gets things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh.
Pair Talk. This is the sound of security. Pair Talk. That's when you are secured in style. Pair Talk. For all your durable locks, padlocks, knobs, handles, hinges, closers, the widest range of architectural fittings for homes, commercial and industrial properties, Pair Talk provides them in stainless steel and brass. First floor, Beecham House, Kojo Thompson Road, Adabraka, Accra, and inside the Lands Commission Building, Market Circle, Takrady, or visit www.pairtalk.com. Telephone 020-4358-117 or 050-1258-421. Pair Talk. Timeless architectural fittings and locks that protect and are built to last.
The boys are back, oh! The boys are back! Imagine inviting great footballers like Ronaldo, Messi, and Mbappe into your home. Imagine feeling the big man temperament of football's fiercest rivals in your living room. Imagine enjoying the home ground advantage of witnessing the best of Serie A, La Liga, Premier League, UEFA Europa, and many more leagues all in English. Or stop imagining. Just get a GoTV decoder now at 89 Ghana cedis and upgrade to GoTV Max to turn your home into the home ground of great football. To purchase a new decoder, SMS GoTV to short code 1731. GoTV. Love it.
Drama from day one.
6 school children died in Breman Jamera 4 years ago when their school block collapsed on them. Many others are still studying under weak structures across the country.
The building, sometimes when someone just hits his hands on the wall, you see that the wall is shaking. And someone will say, hey, it's going to collapse, so it's going to... Then you try to get out of the class.
This should not happen again. Give for Change. The Classroom Project is brought to you by the Multimedia Group with support from the Star Ghana Foundation. For all your support and assistance, mobile money transactions should go to 0593 038 832 with account name Joy FM, or to the Access Bank account number 009 010 105 4191, Castle Road Branch. The branch code is 009 and the SWIFT code ABNJJHAC. You may also reach us at our front desk for further inquiries on the number 0302 216 540. Give for Change.
Showbiz A to Z is powered by Joy Entertainment. We're large and in charge.
You make me wanna rearrange the alphabets so I could put you next to letter I. Take my heart, baby, carry go. If you leave me, baby, I go die. Next on the sun, this is a kitty. Or camera footage, I know you're rissy. Nisi mujira smile, siri. Open one time and then no chili. Hey, me baby, me brownie, yeah. Golden tree chocolate, yeah. Me drop totally, yeah. Each and every day, yeah. My own. That time I the chase and then no money they go. My own. See my heart back, push it on at the grind for my gang. My own. Like the air and the feeling for everywhere they go. My own.
See the money, baby, come chop 'em for me, oh. And the station is Joy99.7 FM. Check with your time. It's 7 gone after 5. We're going to the top of the hour, 6 o'clock. Then the news is going to come our way. Then Billy is going to follow with Flashback. Right after Flashback, the legendary DJ Black is going to bring us the open house party. Yesterday's weekend warmer was lit. My goodness. Shouts to all our people at the Labadi Beach Hotel. CEO Ernest, my man George AC, Linda, and everybody else out there. Beautiful lunch yesterday. Samini, there's a message here. There's a message. Well, it's more like a question. So George, ask what happened between him and Tony Pan.
Tony Pan happens to be my, he's more than just a friend. You know, we became more like brothers. We became family while on the job. You know, so we worked for quite a while, and the job got overwhelming for one person. You know, so I decided to expand the team. You know, and then Tony also went into other things. So he's currently not managing me as an artist, but he's doing other things, and we have quite a cordial relationship. He messages me every other time. I link up when I'm baffled and I just want a reason. You know, so me and Tony are cool.
Imata hard brutal.
Yeah. One hard guy. I believe a lot of people have a lot of, stories to tell.
We are cool, but Imata hard.
Yeah. Tony. Sometimes if you people your matter hard.
No. Tony.
Tony, they stress you, man.
Take the do give the guy, make the guy leave you alone.
No, Tony's matter was beyond do matter. Tony's matter was, yes, Uncle Ken.
I've got an exclusive for you.
Please go ahead.
And it's from my son.
Which
Kwame Ajimambel.
Oh, Rasta. Okay.
Rasta says, Akura, please. Stone Boy was going to honor the invitation to Samini's show yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I called Elombini while Stone Boy was performing on stage at Alliance Francaise yesterday to let them know we were headed there.
Okay.
Only for him to confirm that the event had wrapped up.
Yeah.
I was personally gutted because Batio had, through George Q, invited me.
Yeah.
There is a serious will on Stoneboy's part to fix this whole issue.
That is sweet.
I am that close to know how genuine his commitment is to patching up. And I trust Samini too. He knows I trust him.
This is sweet. This is so sweet. This is sweet. And
one.
Rasta and I have been talking a lot, and I know. In fact, Stoneboy and I also had a long conversation, and I kind of know exactly what Rasta is saying. And I believe at the end of the day, this whole thing is going to end with one of the biggest hits that's going to come from these two.
I won't walk into my 40s.
Yeah.
I won't walk
with
into
grudges.
my 40th birthday holding a
Bearing
grudge
grudges.
Exactly.
with someone that I know I dearly love.
Exactly.
I would rather be free
Yeah.
and be happy loving
Exactly.
that person, because I like it when I love that person.
Exactly.
And I hate it when I'm angry at that person.
Exactly.
So to do something for myself, I would rather be happy.
Exactly.
And if that means let grudge go, you let grudge go.
That's what's supposed to be. And we're looking forward to something great.
We're good.
But they've spoken about yesterday, so let us go into yesterday.
Yeah.
What was yesterday about?
Well, yesterday was the launch of my my concert, dubbed the Samini Experience Concert, and this is the maiden edition of an annual event we plan to keep. And this is different in the sense that this is the first time I'm doing my own show that's going to be in an auditorium and not an open air space. And this is the first time that those people that really can't make it to these street shows and stuff will get to have an intimate feel of the Samini vibe, you know. So I won't give too much of what will happen on the night, because I intend to wow my fans. They've not seen me in a long time on stage due to almighty COVID and other reasons. We've not gotten to be able to enjoy performing on stage for as long as we want to. So now that things have calmed down slightly, I thought I can kickstart this thing that I've always dreamt of. And what a perfect time to kickstart, right at 40.
Some of us, does that mean that's the end of Samini Fest?
No, Samini Fest still remains an open air, outdoor or kind of thing for that type of audience. And then this is the launch of my auditorium event for those fans that would want to just do the auditorium stuff and not the street. They could also get something. There's the fans that would do both. But I can tell you there are some that just like the auditorium. They just don't want the street vibe. Yeah.
So when is the event going to happen?
This is happening on the 24th of December, 2 days after my 40th birthday.
Ah, on 22nd December.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What would you like for a birthday present? I asked Abiana saying when she came in earlier, she couldn't say. What would you like for a birthday present?
What would I like for my birthday
Philip
present?
Nye is one of the richest producers in Ghana. I mean, he makes magic happen. So far as it's not a Mercedes, the man himself drives a Kia. He doesn't want trouble.
Oh, so who am I asking? Who am I telling?
No, yeah, Philip Nye. Yes, show producer. Yes.
Okay, so then I have to be modest.
Yeah, but thank you very much.
I have to be modest. Yeah. So
if it is Sadiq, then you can go up.
For my birthday, 22nd. Yeah. Philip, I'll tell you. I know what make the world here. George, we are going to feature to you for here what I want. I was
Pardon? You can tell Sadiq. Sadiq, you know they're on phone. No, listen, that's in. Sadiq is making a birthday request.
The way they mentioned the Sadiq, it reminds me of somebody. The last person I hear they mention Sadiq. Sadiq. Me make I tell you, Sadiq. The thing you talk with you don't understand. The thing you talk with you don't understand. Sadiq. You know, make I tell you something. Tell me something. You know, go talk anything. Make I tell you something. Sadiq. That was the last time I hear your name. So as your man mentioned the Sadiq, where I hear the Dick,
You realize we have not spoken about that matter on this show. We have not spoken about that matter.
People, George, but there's something, right? Almost every time when Samini meets me, other on any show, he go through a troll, one at me and one at Shatta. You know, today, every time.
No, but in all honesty, have you considered acting?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I've thought of it. Yeah, sometimes, every once in a while, pass through. But, it's very tedious.
Acting takes a lot of time.
So I try and run from it. But, I just might, do a film or two every now and then. But comedy is something that I like. And I know I have.
Oh, I know.
A lot of people around me don't know that part of me. Unless they're very close.
You make me want to spill some of the things that are going to happen on 24th.
Please.
All I can say is that on 24th, there are various aspects of this man that you are going to experience. various aspects. And let me come back to the panel members as well. And so that we'll see if we can open the phone lines for some of the fans to also send in their thoughts. Uncle Ken.
Yeah, just before I conclude on Samini.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Shatta with Sadiq.
Oh, but we are not talking about Shatta today.
This is my only opportunity. This is my only opportunity.
Shatta's mate is here, so it's fine to mention it.
Yes, Uncle Ken, go ahead.
I have respected Sadiq so much ever since Shatta put out that video Samini is referring to, and Sadiq had a little, exchange with him over a period, and after being spoken to, decided to coil into his shell. And when Shatta's recent issue came up, I was thinking that I was always looking out for Sadiq on the internet street to see if he would, bark at Shatta for some of the things he had done and how he had gotten himself in trouble. But I realized that he kept away from it. And I doff my hat off to him for being so mature, or showing maturity in that respect. Can you imagine Shatta calling my boy half-caste monkey?
It's a nickname.
It's a nickname Shatta gave, sir.
So I said I'm gonna do a new merch, a new merch line for my half-caste monkey.
How can you do that?
You know, I told him I'm gonna do a new merch line and sell at Wonderland.
Sadiq, this one, Uncle Ken won't throw you.
Oh, it's not
No,
me.
I see the whole thing. I see say, Uncle Ken just want remind people say if they forget the hashtag, they will just know. Say,
But you know, truth be told, I felt very, interestingly, I felt very sad for him.
Yes.
Because I think that on the day that he was being sought for by the police, I had a call. From the IGP's office regarding it. But I mean, obviously, I can't divulge most of what the conversations that we discussed. But when he went in, eventually, I mean, and by the way, I mean, I don't know whether it's good to say this, but just like Stonewall did reach out, he did also reach out to some of his people to sort of try to quash a lot of the things, and then explain that he had to get back at me because he realized that on 2 different occasions I was trying to rein him in, sort of a thing, which is anti-Shatta.
Yeah.
So he sent his guys.
Doesn't like that.
Anyway,
Doesn't like that.
let's not go. We'll find time to bring
Another
Shatta
time.
in the studio.
we'll
Then
never
we'll
do
discuss
this.
Shatta. Don't worry.
Anyway, we finish.
Samini, this one
Yeah.
you tweeted. Uncle Ken, 1 sec. You tweeted Chairman Shatawale, go crack expensive joke, but current IGP is not laughing. You tweeted that.
Yeah, I did.
What was that about?
Because I knew that this prank wasn't gonna go lightly.
Okay.
Because knowing the law and how it works and stuff, I just knew that. Well, every day they laugh. But this particular one, I am not sure they are going to laugh, and especially looking at how our current IGP is not laughing. I just wanted to remind my brother that this is not going to be a laughing matter. But I didn't know that it was going to go that far. End up in cuffs, and then so I started feeling bad days after when I realized that it be like the thing.
It makes you.
It then remand matter. Yeah, I started feeling bad because that's the reality of it, and I know that he's learned a lesson from where he went because he's out and there's a single about whatever that went on in there and all that. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that.
George, listening to Samini's story, I'm ever so grateful and thankful that Samini emerged in this generation.
True.
Because we would have lost out on a magical artist if he had grown up in my era.
Yep.
Because the way he mentioned home and the setup at home, and he being somewhat of an outcast from the rest of the family, plunging into music. Yes. If it had been in my era, I don't think he would have gotten the chance. So I'm just grateful that it happened in this generation where people are now seeing that it is better to encourage people,
than to bring them down.
Grow their, abilities.
Yeah.
Other than curbing them to follow, a path that they might not be interested in.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Very true.
Yeah, I'm grateful that he came up in this generation. Yeah. Because he's such a brilliant artist.
George, I've never heard somebody talk about really go down into there's a lot of rumors regarding what actually happened between Samini and Ronnie Coaches. I've never seen him actually talk about
Ronnie, R.I.P.
R.I.p. Ronnie. I mean,
what happened was
book back.
What happened was that I went and did a song because it's all dancehall.
Yeah.
So when I was coming up, I also went and did a song, and then I mentioned the names of all the dancehall acts that were out before I was coming, and then I kind of,
left them out,
quote unquote, dissed everybody.
Oh, okay.
But that track didn't come out because just around that time, Terrible Chaka passed.
Oh dear.
So I left. But the track was with KOD.
Yeah.
And I think he must have played it for Ronnie to hear. So when Ronnie heard it, he wasn't happy when I said his name. So he met me around Adabraka and then, gave me a knock on. Because he was a big bro, I was just a young, small boy from down so much. So he see me, say, the way I did, they say me I do some track where I mention a name. He no understand.
Who are you?
He knock me where I feel. So later Brightway, he cool me down. Because Bright, they know, say, oh, this boy, they try.
Yeah.
And they know, say, by all means, I will come out.
Yeah.
So he just make a no say, Charlie. Ronnie, you know, like some things. So watch your mouth, I beg you. Ronnie is small shremokume.
Yeah.
George, please allow me to take Sabine on another side, which I like that. And
This man,
Sadiq.
the place won't go. We don't know that.
What are you referring to me as?
Yo,
I will be serious on that.
Sadiq, yo.
Sadiq, you mentioned my name. What were you
I
talking
said this part that they go as this question that they go as today I won't be mischievous, so you don't need to come in. I'm sure you'd have figured out where I'm going already. but
You
that's
go
fine.
quickly. Time no day.
Which of the war seats are you eyeing?
Which of the
Which of the war seats are you?
war seats am I eyeing?
War Central, war-
people
Well,
in a-
if I would eye a seat in Wa, it would be on my eye.
about? Yeah.
Yeah.
They try me the thing. Are you interested in? I mean, there's been a lot of conversations that.
Do I have
follow you on this
political
one.
ambitions? Do I want
Yes.
to do politics? I believe that every able-bodied man
He's
or
political.
woman in Ghana should be able to take up the challenge and be a part of the workforce rather than be on the side bench, complain and criticize. Because if you can and you're able, go stand for something or stand for
Do
nothing.
you look forward to you? I mean, coming in just like your friend John Dumel in 2024.
I wouldn't be sure of 2024, but I see myself definitely going that line. Yeah, that's probably why some of us would always like to read books every now and then, and expand our knowledge.
And if you do, you would want to represent the Wa people or someone.
I would. If I decide when I'm ready, I think my services would be needed more up north than it would
Than in
ever
the south.
be needed in Dansuman, because Dansuman has almost everything that up north doesn't have. And with someone like me, if I have the influence and the right attention, and I'm able to now call whoever has to do what they need to do for my people, I think it would make more sense. Dansuman is far gone.
Talking about Wa, I hear you're considering taking Samini Fest to Wa next year.
Yeah, I'm considering taking Samini Fest home because I haven't done it there before. So this will be like the homecoming. And when it happens there and it's big, we might keep it there for a few years.
This Samini Experience concert seems to have a lot of brands wanting to associate and support. What is it about you that endears you to brands? I mean, it looks like you've got what, MTN, FBN Bank, Specialized, multimedia group with all their assets on it.
Yes.
And then, I mean, what is it about
Of course,
you?
he doesn't do Sadiq.
I try to keep my brand a prestige brand. I try to keep it up there, because quote unquote I'm a I can't run from it. I'm a reggae artist apart from everything else I do. So I'm a ras and I have locks. All of that together, I need to be very aware of myself and how I will project myself so I'm accepted somehow, some way without, prejudice. So I have tried to become an A-list artist who commands a lot of respect, but is still a dreadlock.
Interesting.
And I think that attracts the brands to know that they are safe in the hands of someone who can handle all of this and still stay clean. Yeah.
I mean, since the launch of Joy Entertainment, you, if I'm not mistaken, you are the first big act they've had this kind of collaboration with at this level. How does that make you feel?
It feels great. I feel honored to be here, and I feel privileged to have seen the industry, under my watch for the past 20 years. And I come from when we used to record music on cassettes and find people to help us get it to DJs and get it on rotation, to where we can now just record our own stuff and put it out online, and you already have people hearing it and there's a fan base. So it's exciting to see how that happened, because I foresaw things. I was privileged to have come up in the early days of technology for art. So I took it like a video game and I ran with it. So, it helped in the end.
You are in Gimpa, right? You're a
This is
student in
something
Gimpa.
I really never wanted to talk about until I graduate.
Oh, but it's okay. It's
So
out
I'm
there.
actually in level 300 right now,
Okay.
which means I've been doing this for the past 3
Wow.
years. Yeah.
Wow.
Quiet.
What are you studying?
I'm doing project management.
Is it true what we hear that when you park your cars, the girls they go crazy?
I actually go to school on a quad.
Even better. Is it true that when you arrive,
when I do what?
When you step off the quad and you remove the helmet and they see, and they all
My
dying?
classmates, some of them you're 300 still.
Beyond your classmates, the other.
Okay, well, there are people on campus that know you are there, but they've not seen you.
Okay.
So when they bump into you, they will tell you all the nice things and how they feel about you. And I meet people who are like real, genuine fans that you know that this one is not hyping.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you come across someone like that on campus. Then they go like, so it's true you're here. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then all the pictures and all the stuff will happen. But I guess we're always prepared for that, as you know. And I hear Stoneboy also just started Gimpa.
Yeah, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And
that's great.
Fred Nuama is there. I seen Lexus Build there. Yeah, seen a few people.
I'm also coming there.
I think Lexus Build be my junior self.
Oh, it be small boy.
Yeah, my junior.
It be a small boy. You for sure I'm level. You for sure I'm level. Oh, and guess who arrives in the studio now? Listeners, we've just been joined by the Honorable Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Mark Okrikumante.
Oh, my boss.
Yes.
My boss.
Please stand your ovation. Stand your ovation. Stand your ovation. Yeah. Yes. We're still in the studios of Joy99.7 FM. It's Showbiz A To Z, and we've just been joined by the Honorable Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. Yes, Honorable Akwaba.
When Mark came in, Samini says, Ubuju, and there's one car in Rebecca. Best of the same.
Sadiq, do you know at this point you're in hostile territory?
Mark.
At this point you are the odd one out.
Oh no, I'm not.
Where you are seated, you are the odd one out.
Come and sit down.
3 against 1.
If they extended this way, it's even worse.
4 against 1. Don't worry.
Nice.
2024 to go 10 around.
Allah.
It will be 1 against 4.
You've had them.
No.
But don't worry,
So
Sadiq.
which of the seats are you gunning for yourself? You.
Sadiq. Oh, Fadama. Fadama. Yeah.
Oh, Sadiq has crossed over to NP.
He's joined.
Has he?
Yeah.
And he hasn't told me.
They are doing his card. They will be ready by Friday.
We'll release it at the right time.
I'm NDC to the core. I'm still committed to the GM agenda.
Your dad is listening.
He had told me.
Interesting, my dad is MPP anyway. My brother as well.
All right. Oh no, before we come in, let me just quickly clear these LPMs. Now, just imagine listening to good music from your favorite artists. The MTN Caller Ring Back Tone catalogs over 16,000 songs ranging from top songs in all the genres. What they've got: hip life, high life, hip hop, R&B, soul, all of it. Now, the top 5 songs on Caller Tunes this week are, they've got Can Promises Slow Down, which you can get on star 1355 star 226 hash. Then Kwame Eugene's Dollar on You, star 1355 star 142 hash. Joe Metal's Owawane is on star 1355 star 140 hash. Fabia's Praise is on star 1355 star 155 hash. And Mr. Drew's Mood is on star 1355 star 26 hash. Now enjoy soothing music while you wait to be connected to that all-important call. Dial star 1355 hash and follow the menu for details. Press the star 1 button anytime to enable you copy that song and stay connected only on MTN everywhere you go. And Bex is from Enterprise Assurance, and that's your new contact for insurance, pensions, funeral and property solutions from the Enterprise Group. You can easily chat with Bex on the Enterprise Advantage app, the Enterprise website, and on WhatsApp. The number is 055 400 1924. Bex is always available and willing to help you find solutions to your big dreams. Come on now. Dream big with us. Enterprise is definitely your advantage.
I wonder if things are ever gonna be real.
And the multimedia group's classroom project is for that little child who runs home from school whenever it rains in his village. It is also for that child who risks being killed should the weak classroom block collapse on them. Your donation is going to help change a life. Give for change. All Momo transactions should go to 059 303 8832. That's Joy FM, or to the Access Bank account number 009010 105 4191 Castle Road branch. The branch code is 009 and the Swift code is the Swift code is ABN GGHAC. You may also reach us at our front desk for further enquiries on 0302 216 540. The Classroom Project, promoting social justice through philanthropy. It is 32 after 5. We've got just about 28 minutes, then we're out. And we are honored to have with us the Honorable Mark Okrekumante. Honorable.
George.
Your son is in the studio.
Ras.
We've been talking about Samini. We've been having nice conversations. Yesterday, he launched his new concert, the Samini Experience concert at the Labadi Beach Hotel. And so far, the response has been good. So,
Ras, I say my dream with scripture.
I
say my dream with the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you love picture, eh?
See. The first time I heard it, I was with my driver. I said, "Who is this?" He said, "Samini." I said, "Wow, Kiddy is in trouble." Kiddy opened that door.
Yeah.
And that is Samini's comfort zone.
Yeah.
And so, I might be a door now, Samini. They are in trouble.
And
because this area, you can't touch him.
Yeah.
And for a long time, nobody was playing within the soft raga, pop, And then Kiddy
went to touch it. He went to touch it.
Yes, went to touch it.
He went to touch it.
Yes.
And then Comedy took it to the bunker.
Exactly.
So I see that now. That is where it's going.
Yeah.
And the whole you know that this man.
Then Honorable, you need to wait to hear the Burning EP. Samini, when is the Burning EP dropping?
EP by end of this month.
By end of this month, it's out. Okay.
I met someone who mentioned you. Do you have a relationship with Yusu Ndu?
We have a project coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
He mentioned you to me in Dubai.
Yes, we have a project coming up.
I wanted to find out the artist he knew in Ghana, and then he mentioned Samini.
No, we are not saying anything.
The African song.
Please, let's move forward. Sadiq, there's a lot coming up that we
was
don't
supposed to be coded.
Me,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Then we thank God you don't know the other one.
Sadiq, you're right. George is the conspirator in chief.
Of course.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, we understand.
I mean, the song is good. I think that I think recently I said something on Hit FM and someone has gone to tweak it to mean some other story and it is trending.
Please, that's Sadiq's wife on TV. So Sadiq just indicated, watch my wife, watch my wife.
Maybe.
Yeah, she came earlier.
So when you to be able to run as an artist for how many years? From 2000 to now, or I should say 2001.
Yeah, 2001.
That's
really.
like 20 years.
That's 20 years.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So you need to reinvent yourself. You need to re-engineer. Some will call it rebranding, repositioning to be able to survive. And for me, to hear him like this around 20 years in his career, I think that we should say congrats to him. It's not easy. Some are not able to even stand for 10 years. And he's been relevant for all these years. He's gone through some turbulence, with some opposition from some people in the arts and all of that. He's kept his cool all these years. He's managed himself well, maintained the brand intact. And the product is the most important. If you have a fine brand and the product you are selling is not good, you still have a problem. And this very song, Pictures, gives me an impression that the brand has been re-engineered.
Yeah. Picture.
It's come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samini, Lexus Bill wants to correct you. He says he's doing his second masters. So in fact, he's still your senior.
Okay.
Okay.
Senior, I beg. Senior, I beg. I'm doing first degree. So I'm a babeji book.
No. Near Kuye. Honorable, but why are you saying now if we are going to attend events, I should go and present my COVID vaccination card? That's what they say you are saying in town.
Yes.
Hey.
We are saying that in town because we want to keep you and your siblings and your family alive. Because if we should come together at a particular place, especially indoor events, and we do not put some checks and balances in place, we are likely to have challenges after December. The industry complained over the past 1.5 years that things are not happening. And it's not like they're just complaining. It's a reality on the ground. We all know. And so we've been talking to the right people, like the Minister of Tourism and Culture, Dr. Mohamed Awar, to talk to Chief of Staff, the President of Ghana, President Akufo-Addo, to at least drop some of the
ease the restrictions.
The restrictions around events, so people can survive. Thank God, President says that we are going to ease the restrictions for you, but talk to GT. Let them regulate through some procedures. Regulate whatever you are going to do, so that at the end of the day, you make your money, people stay alive.
Yeah,
I think it is fair. It's a win-win, and so that is why we are saying that when you want to go for any event, especially when we've launched December in GH, we are saying that we are targeting about 150,000 people entering this country between now and January, and so because we are looking for the revenues. The revenues are not going to come straight to the ministry. It's going to come to the private sector, like people like Sadiq putting together
Wonderland Festival.
Yes, Wonderland Festival.
The zoo party.
Yes. We know Afrochella is also preparing. Other events.
The Samini Experience.
Samini Experience.
On 24th, yeah.
All of that. We don't have to go and have fun and come back home with COVID. But we still want you to make money. So show your card. But just make sure that it starts from the workers. Those who are going to work on the event, everybody must be vaccinated. So the event organizer, Sadiq, we must make sure he himself is vaccinated. All his workers are vaccinated. We make sure they are all in mask. Sanitize before you enter. Wash before you enter. As they work, they are in their mask. The people who have gone in there, they are in their mask. They've also sanitized, they've washed their hands. Occasionally, just like we do in the aircraft, if you want to eat, you take it off. You want to drink, you take it off. But you for your own self. It's not safety. For government per se. I see that most of the time people think that it is government who is benefiting from wearing your mask. Government doesn't get anything from when you wear your mask. But some of us who saw our mothers, like my mom, who had COVID, and I knew what she went through and what I went through. I was not the core. I was in the periphery. Yeah. But just going to the hospital, getting phone calls at 1 a.m. alone, you do not sleep. It makes you restless and all of that. We've been there. We've seen some of our great people say, John, they are all gone. Express and Rollins. The perception was that it was COVID. Nobody knows if it was. Or was that perception and all of that. And so I have seen COVID in my house. And so we are saying that even the Western countries, developed countries who seem to have it all, seem to be struggling with the management of this sickness. President Akufo-Addo and his team relatively have done well in a third world country or developing country. So far, so good. Let's not go back to what somebody couldn't do. Let's continue with the good things we're doing. And some of the good things that we are supposed to do to get it right moving forward are some of the steps we are taking.
No, not a bad idea. I mean, I think it's all fair. Oh, Sadiq, what do you think?
Yeah, for me, I think that it's fair. I mean, it's fair that all of us event organizers or promoters also take the responsibility route. I mean, we do not just want to provide a refreshingly different experience, but we also should also continue to work with the government to ensure that all the revelers or the people that attend our event leave our events healthy and safe.
Exactly. So they can come
so
back.
it's a good.
But for me, what's key though, Honorable, before I cross over to Samini and Uncle Ken, so do we currently have enough vaccines in the country to go around for everybody?
Excess.
We have an excess.
For the past days, it's in the news.
Okay.
That people are not even coming for the vaccine. So we are almost begging people to come for vaccines or get themselves vaccinated. And so Kwesi Abaje asked me before I go in there that is it to motivate people to go and take the vaccine, or it is just because we want to protect them from getting? I mean, I said that I didn't even think of using this to motivate people to go for vaccine. But
eventually
if it could affect that too, why not? It's in the right direction.
I have a suggestion.
Why not? Let it flow.
One of the quickest ways to make sure everybody, the same event thing we are doing for events, apply to churches. Before you enter every church, show your vaccination card. I guarantee 90% of the country will be vaccinated by end of this week.
Because your pastor will incite you.
Thank you very much. They need a collection.
Yes.
If you are lucky, if you are lucky and the pastor doesn't say the vaccine is antichrist, 666 vaccine.
Oh, that pastor, he must be damperized.
If you are lucky.
That pastor who says that must be damperized.
Nice one.
But
there's a real.
Yeah, but George, we must give credit to the churches because they were in an institution that, in the midst of the COVID, especially when the first
wave.
The
first
vaccines.
The first leg of opening up.
Okay.
By the president came up. They actually helped in making people go according to what they should do.
You mean in the churches?
Yes.
But so did event planners and everybody else. Everybody else followed.
Well, the event planners were out because you were not even given the chance to do what the churches were doing.
Well, eventually when it was open.
Yes, I'm saying that initially they followed the protocols to the letter. They were writing names of people attending the churches and all that. So I am very sure that with the vaccines, a lot of them have also organized their people to get vaccinated already.
I am not sure because if you look at the numbers so far, ratio of people who have vaccines or who are vaccinated against the whole population,
it's still huge.
It is still too small.
It is too small.
Yes, the gap is
small.
Yeah,
it is.
And so, knowing how religious we are puts Christianity against Islam and other religions. If the religious bodies had done that already, I'm sure the numbers would have been more than the 3 million we have.
And my producer gives me some statistics. It says vaccination in Ghana has administered at least 3,000 plus, a little over 3,000 and doses of COVID vaccine so far. And if our population is currently at what? 35 million or so.
Did you say 3,000 or 3 million?
3 million, sorry. 3 million.
Yeah.
3.1 million, thereabouts.
Yeah.
You know, that's about 5.1% of the country's population. That's if everyone needs 2 doses. And that's 5.1. And I said,
if you break it down, where are the people mostly located? In Accra, right? Most of the people are in Accra.
No, I don't have that.
You don't have the breakdown.
No, I don't have
Which
the
is,
breakdown.
No, but George's idea is very good.
It's very good. The church one,
very
good.
Everybody, just before you enter, you know, that's all, and we'll be good.
Because one of the real fear of a lot of event people is that beyond the level of investment that you're going to put into the events and the protections and everything, the requirement to see your vaccination card and all of that could just be a limiting barrier to having audience. The patronage. And I see that a lot of the young people that are actually having to bankroll a lot of the initiatives this year. In Yisukakuma, some people will talk. It's a lot of money that's going into it, and the key to actually even breaking even is a patronage. And so everybody, as much as we all agree that okay, this is the way to go. I mean, it's fair, but everybody's just cagey about wouldn't this affect patronage in a way?
Yeah, that's
which
a
would
good
you
question.
choose?
Well, you
Life
choose a fair one,
or
but then
that's a good question. Some of us also argue. I don't know if argue is the right word, but okay, let's assume that for another school of thought wants to say that. Yeah. We've stayed indoors for how many months? Yeah. Haven't we missed stepping out? So if we're able to do our marketing right, again, the patron or the audience, I'm one of the people who want to come for your event.
Yeah.
I also need a guarantee
that I'll be safe.
Being safe. So if you are able to communicate well and say that I have this, I have that, and so you are safe coming for my event, COVID-free environment created for you.
That's good.
I think it's also a plus to use to sell the product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George, I mean, not honorable is here. Just a quick question that a number of us event people have had to talk about.
Very quickly.
So this year we're having, the government estimates that nearly 150,000 people are coming in.
Yeah, target.
And the revenue target is 2 billion. Now, of the people coming in, we're also aware that there will be a number of tests and everything done at the airport, which will ultimately ensure that whatever company that's in charge of administering the tests at the airport will increase their revenue. In this case, those of us that are in the business of creating the experiences that is compelling these people to come, the event promoters, what's beyond, what is the government actually doing, or what plan do you have to cushion us? Is there any idea to say, because whatever we do the event, there will be the tax component of it which we got to pay, which is good anyway, but eventually also takes a lot from it anyway. But what exactly are we being? Is there anything that we can tap into to cushion the investment that we're putting into this?
Okay, I'm happy someone from the private sector is asking this question. It gives me the impression and the hope that now we've agreed that we're working together.
Yeah.
Unlike in the previous years where there was a perception that the ministry is different from event organizers, is different from creative people. Now I see that synergy, or the concept of pushing for synergy. Honorable Minister Dr. Mohamed Awa asked me to do a list of all the recognized events in Ghana for him. The plan is that in the forthcoming years, he would want to plan, or the ministry would want to plan with these people. And so if you go to a GTA website or the ministry's website, you should see us promoting these events right from January.
Right.
So that when he goes out there to sell Ghana, some of the events he would mention will be some of the events he knows from Ghana. It is part of the ministry's agenda to make sure these events become successful. And so we are pushing that next year the Creative Art Fund will become operative. And if we are able to get there, I'm sure that what you do is also under creatives. And some of the budgets from that side could support you financially, just like GTA, the tourism side, is supporting activities. It even supports some of the people in the creative space.
True.
I think Rhythms on the Runway told me they got some support. KOD got some support.
We're
relatively, it might not be.
We're waiting for our support.
Yes. Relatively, it might not be what you think you want.
Samini experience. We're waiting for support. Yeah.
Which one?
Samini experience. We're also waiting for support.
I said next year.
Oh, next year.
The event is
the 2 billion that's happening.
So he said
in lieu of the 2 billion that's happening.
That one is not come yet, so I can't promise with it.
And the month more
to enable it to come.
But you see, I'm giving you customers. That is also a job.
I owe my advance.
Because I'm creating last 2 years, when you Afro Nation, you had the guarantee of about 40% of your people coming from the West or the UK and other countries.
Yeah.
It was because of your return that Afro Nation became successful. But if there's no government machinery
that is creating the market to bring the people and all that, it will be difficult to get the numbers.
And target just Ghanaians and see those numbers.
Yeah.
Uber made its fair share.
Yeah.
Afro Nation, Afro Chella, all the other events, Taste of Ghana, hotels.
Yeah.
Restaurant.
Talking about hotels, Honorable, I just got a message from K Benti Angel who says there's a hotel in Accra that is given 10% discount at their restaurant if you show your vaccination card. And I think that's a laudable initiative.
That's a laudable one.
Yeah, that's a laudable initiative.
They should give you the name so we can loud them up.
Yeah, they give me the name, but Philip will give me an invoice.
Philip, this one for social impact purposes, you can
Accra City Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Accra City Hotel.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But George, with this invoice thing you are talking about, a few months ago you were crying for people to live, to listen to Joy.
Yes.
Now, God's grace, you are alive. Do something back to society. You are talking receipts.
But that's why they give some hotel shout. The hotel I feel like giving shout to is Labadi Beach Hotel. Yesterday they gave us a nice lunch. Oh, but they're also
What
doing
they are
very
doing
well.
is
Yeah.
good. The
They are.
rest can emulate.
Yeah.
So Labadi Beach will also eliminate.
Yes, they would also emulate. Honorable, please, can you give us next week? We have the news people are already sucking us.
Yeah,
we
I
want
agree.
to.
Today I came in
yes,
late.
you came late.
I agree.
So
So I
that
can
next
come
week
back.
we can have a more extensive.
back.
Because there's a question here. They said,
Sure.
please, George, please ask the honorable. He's been in office for 134 days. He should describe the experience and achievements so far. Because
week.
he was sworn in on 25th June. It was a Friday. Hey, I'm on for a fella.
Who is this? person?
They keep track.
Yeah, people keep track.
It was
They
a
said that,
Friday.
yes.
They are keeping track.
And let me tell you what happened to me on that day. I'll never forget. You know, they told us that when this is your scroll.
Yeah.
You have your letter in it. So when you are called, you go to the table. President will give you your scroll.
Yeah.
And then you are called to go to the table and write. I was the only one who forgot his scroll. When I got to the table, I didn't have my scroll. And I had gone there to sign. It was obvious I was new in the space.
That's right.
And so President was the first person who laughed, and the rest followed. And it was a fine welcome.
Yeah.
So the MC said that don't forget it's coming from the tourism, arts and culture space. The place was so tense.
Yeah.
He made you laugh.
Yeah.
After all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You brought some laughter to the place.
So tell the person that I'll be here next week.
Yeah.
I'm ready to tell my story.
Exactly. It's
The
important.
past 4 months, how it's been,
Yeah.
what you need to know and what you do not need to know.
And the way forward. We'll
And the
know.
way forward.
Actually, we're going. Anybody you like to say thanks to? I mean, from yesterday all through till, and what we should expect come 24th December?
First of all, I'd like to say thanks to the Almighty for bringing me this far. I mean, 20 years and counting. It's not easy. All I can say is thanks and more vim to my spine, because I'm just about moving on to the next phase of my career, and I hope and pray for more life. Also, thanks to MTN, who have always been a partner. Thanks to FBN Bank, who are like my most recent brand endorsement, and
Yeah.
I have quite a good relationship with them. Thanks for coming through. Thanks to Labadi Beach Hotel, like you said. Thanks to Image Peru. Thanks to High Grade Family, all the Samini fans as well. Thanks to Multimedia Group, Joy FM. You know, you've always been there. Thanks to everybody. 24th December. is gonna be-
Specialize.
Thanks to Specialize, not forgetting you guys for all the drinks, beverages you gave us yesterday, which is going to last us through till 24th December. Thank you, everybody else that's doing your own small thing anywhere you are to help push Brand Samini to where I am right now and beyond. Big up yourself. 24th is going to be the beginning of a new phase of Samini. Come and be a part of the first experience.
Sir. And Honorable, tickets are out
Did
already.
he mention the ministry?
Yes, he did. It was the first one.
Matthew.
I want Sambubium.
Thank you, Ministry of Culture and Creative.
It's Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture.
Tourism, Arts, and Culture.
That's what I
Exactly.
did.
So that one, that's what you didn't hear.
Yeah.
Ministry of Tourism, Arts, and Culture.
But Honorable, tickets are out already for the Samini Experience concert. And there's a website where you can get your ticket. It is www.saminiexperience.com.
Yes.
www.saminiexperience.com. The experience is without the E. It's just X, the letter X, experience.com. But even if you spell it with the E, it will still take you there. And you can get it for 250 CD standard and 350 premium. If you want to book a table, there's a number for you to call. And the good thing is that if you buy your ticket between now and December 1st, you get a 10% discount by courtesy
Before I forget,
MTN.
I hear the whole Samini house is doing the listening. Big up to you, Dad, Mr. Andrew Samini,
Shout out.
Mom, Teresa Samini, you're doing the listening. The rest of the guys down there in the Pito house drinking under the shed. Enjoy yourselves. I'll pass through.
George, like that.
Yes.
Like that one.
But would you mention the Wilderlandfestival.com for pre-sale tickets? Oh, down.
Have you partnered multimedia? Do you want to buy airtime?
Joy Entertainment,
Joy Entertainment, yeah, what? You see the way Honorable is looking at you? Because he knows an invoice will follow.
You know, say Joy Entertainment is attached to everything.
No, we'll discuss and then we'll add it. Uncle Ken, we are gone.
George Craig,
Yes, Honorable.
I beg you. I'm not sure I'll have my last word. Because when Uncle Ken comes, Uncle Ken, you know Vice President is pushing.
He's an e-uncle.
Digitized environment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you in tune?
Uncle Ken is on Snapchat.
Hey.
He has a TikTok account.
He has a TikTok account. Don't joke.
Honorable,
you pass you.
opened it for me.
Yes. Uncle Ken is on Twitter.
TikTok.
Yes.
Uncle Ken.
Oh.
He's an e-uncle.
Sadiq, tell him he has a fan base. The Canadicts. The
Canadicts,
Canadicts. That's his
Follow
fan
me on
base.
social
The man
media.
he's speechless now. Look at him.
Digital. He's moved from the analog to
He got Fanami. He has a Fanami. Uncle Ken has a Fanami.
Yeah.
The Ken addict. Ken addict.
You know, George.
Yes.
There's something else. I don't know if you've seen my story since last night or 2 days ago, where I was misquoted from my interview at Hits FM.
Hits FM.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That I've said that fuel, something.
Oh, I haven't followed.
I just read it.
Have you seen that story?
No, I haven't seen it.
So there's a
There's
headline that says,
In
while
actual
fuel
fact,
prices have
yeah,
gone up,
I've
government
seen
has
it.
given you free HHS, water, and electricity, so stop complaining.
Yeah.
That's the headline without the context.
I don't know of any. I don't know of any.
But Honorable, are you surprised?
No. Uncle Ken, let's allow Honorable to clarify.
I just want us to take advantage and discuss this, maybe a future topic.
Yeah.
And let people know about defamation, slander, libel, and then the cyber laws.
The cyber laws. Yes.
We have it lined up.
Yes. Because people have believed that I said that we've given people free SHS and so the fuel is okay. People have believed it's going around. People are sending to me. Did you say this?
Wait, is it from a satirical site or something? One of those.
I saw it on Class FM and
Yeah.
OMG.
They discussed it today.
OMGvoice.com.
Oh, it was discussed.
Yes.
It means they believed it.
Oh.
No, I just saw it, and so I was just pointing it out.
Anyway,
I've never done any interview that the question even
came up
around fuel or petroleum or energy, because that is not my area.
Yeah.
And then listen, if you check the thing out, the answer to the question they claim I answered, there's no correlation. What has free SHS got to do with fuel? Am I that dumb?
Honorable,
I'm asking. Are you
don't
surprised?
worry. We should leave.
You are from the industry.
We'll look into it and deal with it.
But you see, we must, or else the respect the industry needs, they will not get it.
Yeah, exactly.
People are not ethical. Those people who write some of these stories, in quotes, some of them don't have any training on journalism.
Exactly.
They don't have a clue. They've not even learned it the hard way.
Yeah.
And they just write, and people believe. So I beg you, take it up, discuss it. Like the way I gave you the topic of the people who do juju on TV.
True.
Call and take money. You
Yeah.
didn't do it after people started killing people.
No, we did it. We did it before they started killing
Okay,
people.
so do the cyber one too.
Yes, we'll
and
do
let
it.
people
We'll
know
do
that.
it. We'll do it.
There are laws around these things.
Yeah,
And
I
very
think
soon
I'll engage my team members, the team member we have at ATWAC, the Art Writers Association of Ghana, so that we'll see how we can engage some of these bloggers to start doing some sensitization and training programs. It would help.
What is the lowest standard of a blogger?
I don't know.
Because some of the people you call bloggers are not bloggers.
They are not even bloggers.
So I'm
They
looking
don't
for a
qualify.
name for them.
Micro bloggers.
Anyway, we're out of time. We're gone. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Honorable, thank you very much for passing through. We're expecting you next week
Yeah,
so
next
that we
week
can
I'll
have a
be
more extensive and more robust conversation.
Sure.
Alhaji Baba Sadiq, thank you very much. Uncle Kennedy.
Yeah.
Thank you very,
I'm
very much.
expecting Ole to be in charge next week.
Yes, we like Ole. It's okay. We don't care. Ache. Yusuf, aside Accra House of Oak, which other team do you support?
Me.
Yeah.
I need to support House of Oko.
Oh, which one do you support?
Me. Me, I'll be Porcupine Warrior.
Oh, Charlie. I mean, show him the way out there. Show him the way out.
We could talk about Charlie.
Papi ba. Charlie, wama. I don't know.
You want phobia?
Yeah, can't pause. Allah, phobia. Team Papa, ask Honorable.
Yeah, me, I'll be Fabu.
Team Papa.
Mark is on phobia.
You see another blogger. Ask honorable.
On that note, your microphones are off.
But
I didn't say you are.
Yes.
Yeah. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Happy birthday to Mrs. Rosalinda Ayimedu Beko of the Church of Pentecost Sophia Kujo Temple, Sacramento District. The Lord be gracious to you and bless you with all heavenly blessings. Much love, sis, from Mr. and Mrs. Owusu in Tiamwa Apia. Show was produced by the man Philip Nye. My name is George Kwe. Anita also helped on production. God willing, we're back next week for another edition of Showbiz A to Z at 6 o'clock. The